There's nobody here. It's been nothing but Zeugles. No lords, no Renan forces.
They have to be holed up somewhere, right?
From the look of things, I don't think anybody's been here for a while. If anyone was here, they're long gone now.
That can't be.
Look out!
We'll figure this out later. Right now, this thing needs dealing with.
I don't understand. Did Zaphon lie?
He didn't seem the type to lead us on a wild goose chase.
Hey! Save your questions until after we manage to finish this thing!
I'm all stocked up. There you go. Don't let up.
Aim for the weak point!
Sleep now. More for the stockpile. Ice tornado. Wind accelerator. All right. It's
Here I go.
time. In here.
Dragon form!
I'll be saving this one. General Aqua. Tempest Wall. Up and at 'em.
This one's mine.
Mega Ray.
This one's mine!
You're mine! Plasma shock!
Wait. Raging
Laser
Storm.
Spear. Tiger
Fury
Blade.
Blow.
No! Searing gale!
Freeze Lancer.
Dazzling spin!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah! And
Tunnel to me. In here.
Tiger Blade!
It's go time.
Explosive ring!
Piercing roar!
Raging Storm. Searing
Flying
Flame.
Take this!
Ice.
You're finished!
Tiger Blade. Mega Ray. Annihilation. Piercing Flame of Fury. Burning Strike. Tempest
I
Wall.
can carve through armor!
Hit.
Can't get out of this!
This one's mine!
Dragon
Beyond
form!
Flat.
Dazzling spin!
Mega Ray.
Explosive ring!
Keep up the pressure!
Dance in the wind.
Plasma
Air
shock!
blast.
Falling storm!
Here's a healing arc. First
I
aid.
owe you one.
Dazzling spin!
Lightning on
Dragon
an
form.
instant. Dance in the wind.
Time to
Try
shine!
this.
Sleep now.
Explosive
Get
ring!
on in there with the others.
On guard!
There. Go. I'm only dancing.
Here I come! Double
Make it
Phoenix
ready.
Ray!
Sion, Astral Energy. Full throttle. There.
One
Dragon form!
It looks like you got this one covered.
Tiger Blade!
Explosive ring!
Will this help?
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
More Zeugles?
Keep calm and take them down.
Did you just hear me?
Yeah, I need you, remember?
Right.
Dance in the
Try
wind.
harder!
Air thrust. Cover the caster.
Look sharp!
Here's a healing
Time
arc.
to let it rip!
Falling storm!
First aid.
Dragon form! Try
Raging
this!
Storm. Here's a
This one's
healing
Explosive
arc.
ring!
Tunnel. Mega Ray.
This one's mine!
I won't lose.
Here's a healing
Not
arc.
now! Not ever!
Dance in the wind. Seal. I'll be saving this one.
Dragon form!
Falling storm!
Battlefield.
Try harder!
This one's mine! This one's
Try
mine!
harder!
Now you're getting serious?
I'll heal you all. My astral energy.
Over?
No. Healing.
This should do it! It's gonna attack! Dragon
Watch
form!
out. Tiger Field. Cyan instant. Back into the fray.
Going in!
Hear me. Raging Storm.
Warning.
Flight.
Tiger Blade!
Dragon form!
Thunder Field.
Piercing roll.
Hot flash. Raging Cascade. Spread.
On guard!
Healing circle.
Thanks! Try harder!
Tiger Blade!
Hey, it's over.
This one's mine!
Annihilation. Vermin
one's all
Trigger.
mine.
Hear me. Flame of Fury. Burning.
Light
Fire.
stop you!
Arrow
The enemy's on the road! We've got him where we want him! It's time to end this battle!
Explosive ring!
Got it.
Storm!
Now's our chance.
Tiger Blade!
Here goes.
Alright!
Soda! Why'd you heal me?
To stop the giants?
Ah, right. Take this!
Freezing storm!
Dragon form!
Here, let me help.
Try harder!
Down!
It's about to
Take
strike.
this! Try harder! Look sharp, everyone! Dragon form!
Going in!
Explosive ring!
One more!
Thunder Field. Dance in the wind. I'll heal you all.
abyss. I'll bring you back from death.
Time to shine!
Dragon Swarm!
One big wait!
Try harder!
On guard!
I'll heal you all. I've still got some fight left in me.
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
So much for finding the Lord. Come on, let's get back to Niaz.
Shion, calm down. This isn't like you. What's wrong? Talk to me.
It's none of your concern.
Even after everything we've been through together?
The two of us are only helping each other because our interests overlap, remember?
Are you serious? You helped me come to terms with Zephyr's death. You put your life on the line to save me. Don't tell me you did all that out of necessity. That it was only because we have a common goal. Fine.
Huh?
You don't want to answer? Then I'll do whatever I like from now on, too. Clearly, I'm just bothering you. So it doesn't matter if you tell me what's on your mind. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop looking out for you. Not now, not ever.
That's not fair. Why can't you just leave me alone? You don't know the first thing about me.
But I do. I know you care about the pain of others. You care, Shion. That's why I want to help.
Because of my thorns, I thought I had been doomed to a life of solitude. Until the day I died, I knew I would be alone.
And now?
The truth is, I'm trying to end my curse and get rid of my thorns.
Get rid of? There's a way to do that? Really?
I'm not completely sure. All I know is there's a chance. But that's the reason I need the Renis Alma.
The Renis Alma?
The Master Core to end all Master Cores. It is bestowed upon the winner of the Crown Contest, the new Sovereign, as proof of their victory. It must be assembled from all 5 Master Cores.
That's why taking down the Lords is so important to you. But Shion, you're not in this alone. If there's a chance we can rid you of your thorns, I'll be by your side the whole way.
That includes us, right?
Like it or not, you're going to have to get used to relying on us every now and then.
What kind of friends would we be otherwise?
Thank you.
Danan Liberation and the Renis Alma. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us. If we have any hope of finding this Lord and their Master Core, we start by heading back to Niaz.
Man, who would have thought we'd ever get thanked by Shion?
Sounds like someone wants me to grab their arm.
I'm joking! Damn, you're scary sometimes.
Shion's not scary at all.
Alphen.
I'll just, leave you two alone.
I can't believe this. To think they would give us a bad lead like that. Where could that lord actually be?
Beats me. That said, there's no point wandering around aimlessly trying to look for her. We should head back to Nias for now.
What's wrong, Kisara?
Oh, I was just thinking about what it meant for there to be castles here on Dana. People build castles to protect things that are important for one reason or another. But not simply that. They're also used to project a ruler's power.
So what you're saying is, even before the Renans invaded, the Danans were still being ruled over. It was just by other Danans.
That's most likely the case, yeah. Though who knows how they led their people.
But after seeing Deadeye, I can't picture them being all that benevolent themselves.
What if it's in everyone's nature to rule over and control others? What are we supposed to do about that?
If it really is in our nature, then no. All that means is we have all the more reason to fight it. That's all there is to it.
About damn time.
Took long enough.
But that's...
Right. I can't wait.
Head on over to the plaza.
What's going on? It seems busier here than before.
Hey, look! Isn't that Bayfon over there?
Ah, there you are. It seems I owe you all an apology. I'm guessing you didn't find the Lord back in the forest, did you?
No, but something tells me you already knew that.
That I did. Turns out I bit down on some bad intel when I should have known better. Apparently, Deadeye's not as trusting of me as I thought.
But why would he feed you bad intel?
My guess? He wanted me to lead you all astray. Make sure you weren't sniffing around where he didn't want you to be. While you were off in the forest, I got word that one of our squads captured the Lord. The place wasn't even close to where you were searching.
I see. Well, the important thing is that you finally caught her. Did you suffer many casualties?
You're not going to believe this, but she didn't even put up a fight. She had no escort either.
Well, what about her Master Core? Was it recovered?
Sorry. They only briefed me on the basics. For now, Deadeye's getting ready to make his victory speech out in the plaza. In the meantime, I've been ordered to set up a defense perimeter around the outside of the city. So I'll be out of town for a while. I imagine Deadeye will announce what he intends to do with the Lord during his speech. You'll have to let me know how it goes. Anyway, until next time.
A Renan Lord surrendering without a fight? Something doesn't add up here.
I'm afraid I can't say I know much of her lordship personally.
There's a lot about this that doesn't make sense. The Master Core is a concern too. Let's stick around like Bayfon suggested and see what happens. We don't leave until we get to the bottom of this. I'm worried about just what Deadeye has in store for Almadria. For now, let's wait at the inn until he gives his victory speech.
Everybody's so excited.
They can hardly be blamed when they've apprehended enemy leader. That said...
Yeah. Isn't there some way to calm them down? Have you guys checked? Your equipment lately?
These must be the Danans the Darkwings freed.
Yeah. The city might be in ruins. The people have risen from the ashes.
This is the place Bayfon said Deadime would reveal the Lord's fate. I wonder what he'll do to her.
Well...
Is that? Yes. It's Lord Almadria Kynaris.
Please stop! No good can come of such hatred. Stop or there'll be no turning back.
Is this supposed to be justice? Astral energy? Why now?
You don't think that...
The fruit of Helgen.
Just...
I did warn you, did I not? Nothing good can ever come of such nasty hatred.
I found you at last.
I swear it. I'll make you pay for what you did to my parents!
What do we have here? Could it really be the witch from Dana? Honestly, I thought I had wiped all of you out of existence back then. I guess there was one survivor after all.
Hey, Rinwell!
Shut up! This is the only thing that's keeping me going anymore. Stay out of my way or I'll kill you!
Rinwell.
I'll kill you. I swear it. I will kill you! What did you... Why are you defending her?
I'm not really sure, you know. But when I look into your eyes, I can't let you do it.
What about you? Are you not the one who got revenge for his father? Don't I deserve that as much as you? Move aside. If you don't, then I'll blast you again.
Even so, sorry. I'm afraid that I can't let you do that. No way. I can't let you kill her. Not while your face is full of the same hatred as those people who died.
You saw what she did. What are you saying? She should just get away with it all?
You're right. Rinwell. I don't know what I'm doing. But still, I know it's wrong. If you go through with this, I know you'll regret it. I'm sorry. I am. Forgive me.
I can't believe you. You, of all people. Of all the people! Why did you... Why, Law?
Is your little show quite finished?
Why, you...
For many years of my life, I devoted myself to the study of astral arts. But the knowledge I took from your family was truly enlightening indeed. For that, you deserve a reward. I shall allow you to taste one of the fruits of my labor. Rearranging life and death to form new hellish compositions. That is what I do best. Now behold!
Law, I'm...
Sorry for almost blowing me up? Hey, not like it's the first time. Come on, we need to take her down.
Okay. Light astral energy!
Time to stop!
Try this!
Mega Ray!
Aim for the weak spot!
Hear me! Flame of steel!
Dragon Swarm!
Photon blast!
Going in!
Explosive ring!
One more!
Water snake wing! Arrow squall! Healing circle!
I owe you one.
Water snake wing! Escape my judgment! Tiger blade!
Not the shot!
Here!
Soda!
More for the stockpile!
Dazzling spin!
None shall escape my judgment! Lightning orb! More where that came from!
Dragon Swarm!
Spread! Falling storm! And field! Time to show! More for the stockpile! Healing circle!
Thanks.
Shattering of pieces! Water snake wing! Announce! Tiger blade! Energy! Flash spray!
Try harder!
Annihilation! Falling storm! Flame of
No
fury!
further!
Burning tiger!
Their arts were interrupted.
This one's mine. Let me help. This one's mine. Gemini Aqua. This one's mine.
Dance in the wind!
Blade.
In here! More for the stockpile! Healing circle!
Thanks.
Glacial spear.
Pierce evil! Divine
Now
strength!
you've gone and ticked me off!
Freeze Lancer!
Judgment spin.
Will this help?
Tiger Blade.
Healing circle!
Going in.
Hey, that arrow thing!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Searing flame! May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds!
Judgment spin.
Dragon form!
Piercing roar! Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Judgment spin.
Freeze Lancer! She's swirl!
Hook shot.
Tunnel!
Freezing Judgment spin. Tiger Blade.
Dragon form! Try this! You may be strong, but I'll never back down!
Glacial spear. Pierce evil. Piercing roar!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! I'll heal you all! Astral energy! Healing photon flash!
Try harder! I owe you one! Dragon form!
Mega Ray! This one! Annihilation! Mega Ray! Raging storm!
Judgment spin.
Plasma shock!
I'll heal you all!
Falling storm.
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
Rising Phoenix!
Healing circle!
The side.
Dragon swarm!
I owe you one for that.
Explosive ring!
Do it! Neon! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Will this help?
Flaming meteor.
It's changing tactics!
There's no telling what it'll do. Stay focused.
Thunder heal!
A freezing
Raging
storm.
cascade! Ice tornado!
Tiger Blade.
Plasma shock!
Photon
Try
strike!
harder!
Dance in the wind!
That tail's a problem.
Then let's focus there first.
Into the shadow! Raging cascade! Mega
Tiger Blade.
Annihilation! More for the stockpile!
Dragon swarm!
Shining supernova! More with the
Explosive ring!
Falling storm.
Flash!
In a bind?
Healing circle!
See what I can do!
Thanks.
Lightning orb! Light astral energy! Dance in the wind! Seal! More for the stockpile!
Freezing storm.
Dragon swarm!
Radio storm!
Try this!
I'll heal you all!
Explosive ring!
Tiger Blade.
Healing circle!
Thanks.
Flaming meteor.
Plasma shock!
I'm all done up!
It's too much!
Annihilation! Mega ray!
Falling storm.
Will this help?
Tiger Blade.
Lightning orb! Healing in the wind! Air thrust!
I can only rely on my
Hear me! Flame spin!
This should do it!
Tiger blade!
Prepare to be seen!
Freeze Lancer! In the wind! Air thrust!
Dragon swarm!
Time to shine.
First aid!
Falling storm.
Take this in the wind!
Tiger blade!
Seal! Hear me! More for the stockpile! A photon flash!
Rising
glacial
Phoenix!
spear.
Pierce
Falling
evil!
storm.
Tiger Raging storm!
Dragon swarm! Try this!
Now spin.
Explosive ring!
This one!
Tiger Blade. A freezing storm.
Supernova! More with that tornado!
Dragon swarm!
Raging cascade! Healing circle!
Appreciate the help. Judgment spin.
Plasma
Cyan
shock!
instant!
Water strike. Wait.
Raging storm!
Rising Phoenix!
Piercing
roar.
roar.
You're finished!
Freezing storm. Hook shot.
Tunnel!
One more.
Ice tornado!
Time to
Here, let me help.
First aid! Heal!
Time to shine.
Dance in the wind! Sleep now! Annihilation!
I have no limits!
Here, let me help.
Dragon swarm!
Raging cascade! First
Try
aid!
this!
Sleep now!
Explosive ring!
More for the stockpile! Reload!
Here, let me help.
First
Plasma
aid!
shock!
Take this.
Tiger
Blade.
blade! Pierce evil!
Rising Phoenix!
Hook shot.
Freeze Lancer!
That's it.
Dragon
Dance in the
swarm!
wind!
Let me help.
First aid!
I
Dance in the
owe you
wind!
that.
Air thrust! Light astral
Time to shine.
Sleep now!
Judgment
Dragon
spin.
swarm!
Here's a healer!
Tiger Blade.
More bear stockpile! More getting started! Tempest
I don't have much left.
Raging cascade!
Let's do it!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Is everyone all right?
Yeah, but Almadria got away. Linwell, are you...
What the hell happened here?
Bayfon, is that you? Thank goodness you're okay.
I've been outside the city this whole time, but I sensed a disturbance in the wind and decided to turn back. What happened here? Where is everybody?
Almadria's handiwork. She allowed herself to be captured so she could rile up the Danans into a frenzy and rob them of their astral energy. She wiped out almost everyone in the plaza, including Deadheim.
Deadheim's dead. Everyone. And the Darkwings. Almost all of our companions in the Resistance. How could this happen?
Regardless of what she had to gain, what kind of person would do something like that?
If she managed to find kinship in Kelzelik, then I'd say the very worst kind. It's clear now that she used Menancia as a testing ground for the fruits of Helgen, before using them here.
So everything that led up to this moment was all a part of her plan.
Once she knew they'd eaten enough tainted food, she just needed to get herself caught.
We have to go after her. Balseth and Ganabelt were horrible, but Almadria makes them look like saints. I doubt she's really gone back into hiding. We have to put an end to this, once and for all.
Yeah, what she's done can't be forgiven.
I don't know what to do. I saw what hatred did to those people, but hating her is the only thing that's kept me going. I can't just stop hating her. What am I supposed to do? Tell me. Smile at her from across the battlefield? Apologize while we fight her? I don't know if I can do that.
Rinwell.
Nobody can understand what you've been through. We can't even begin to imagine the pain you've experienced. But if hate is what has kept you going ever since that day, then let it be your strength. However, think about this. When you've had your revenge, when we've beaten Almadria, then what will you do?
Huh?
I'm saying you're going to have to find a way to survive once that hatred is gone. When it is, what do you plan on doing then?
I don't know. I've never thought about it before.
Almadria's death doesn't have to be your end too. You need a reason to live, Rinwell, not an excuse to die. Understand?
She's right. We could never truly know the pain that Almadria has caused you. But I think you should listen to Shion. Give yourself time to consider things. And if it's too much right now, it's okay for you to sit this one out.
No. My head might be a mess right now, but I'm not letting you fight Almadria without me. I need to be there, please. That much I do know. I'm going with you. And on the road, I'll think about it. A reason to live, without hate.
That said, it'll be no good chasing after her blind with no idea where she went. Bayfon, do you have any ideas where she might have gone?
I can't say for sure, but west of here is an underground harbor along a cliff near the coast. She spent years building a ship there, a floating fortress that she called her castle on the sea. No one quite knew why she wanted the thing, but now...
Of course. She's already effectively destroyed her own capital. It's likely she planned to abandon her realm as well.
Right. That's as good a lead as any. Let's go. What's that woman going to do next?
Nothing good, I'll bet.
We'll stop it this time.
I still can't believe what that Almeidria did. Not only that, but she was enjoying it.
It's patently clear she has no respect for human life whatsoever.
We need to take her out. I don't think I've ever felt so enraged at another person in my whole life.
Yeah! There's no way she's getting away with this!
Then we head for the underground docks. We need to hurry. Rinwell, can you keep moving?
Yeah. My family and I, we spent all of our days just living in hiding. Until one day when we were found and attacked. I was the only one my dad and the others hid. That's the reason I survived. While the rest of my family was butchered. The only thing that I could see was the crest of a lord glowing through the smoke. And then...
It was Almeidria who did it. I'm sorry, Rinwell.
That woman. Did she really find the existence of Danon mages to be that much of a threat?
Enough to invade another lord's territory? No, I doubt that. Most likely, she was after their knowledge and techniques. She only did it so she could become stronger. That's the kind of woman she is.
In retrospect, I do remember her making it sound like she created that monster she summoned.
A monster. I wonder, do you all think of me as a monster? Because I'm able to use magic even though I'm Danon?
Rinwell.
Of course we don't think you're a monster, you dummy.
Huh?
I might have had to hold you back, but it's her fault any of this ever happened, not yours. Got it?
Law.
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
We've reached our destination.
An opponent like this should be easy. Rising Phoenix!
Mega Ray! In here, it's a dual shot! One more!
Take this!
Just like it!
You're finished!
I'm only getting
Dragon!
20 more!
You got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
An astral, all yours!
Mega Ray! By the power of one! Lightning of Raging Cascade! Sleep now! Do it! More of the stockpile! Here I go!
Could have been worse.
think Huro senses an owl around here. Go no further!
Dragon Swarm!
Sleep now!
One more! Explosive
Raging Cascade!
Tiger Blade!
Plasma
Too much
Shock!
to handle? Dance in the wind!
Turtle Demon Fang!
Giant Instant Way!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Raging Cascade!
It looks troubling to me!
Sleep now!
Try this!
More projectile!
Explosive Ring!
Light Astral Energy! More where that came from! I'll heal you all!
You're mine! It's over!
Tempest!
Plasma Shock!
Thank you. Hey, that... Searing Flame! Reload!
Double Demon Fang!
No further!
Take this!
Glacial Spear.
It's over!
Pierce Evil!
Wait! Make it rain!
Freeze Lancer!
Barely a blip on our radar.
I'll do my best!
May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds!
Carve through armor!
Gusty Nail! Ray! Falling Storm! It's like trying to keep up with a wall! Do it! Xion! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
On guard!
Gemini Aqua!
Rolling Storm! By the power of water! Tiger Blade!
Dragon Swarm!
Do it! Xion! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
Certainly not bad.
No complaints here. You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Swallow flight!
Look sharp!
Permanent Wonder!
Wait!
You're mine!
Tiger Blade! Everyone hanging in there?
think this is one of the places where the Dark Wings and Almadria fought?
I wouldn't be so sure. This place appears more ravaged by time than combat. Even if there are signs of destruction, it would likely have taken place during the Great Conquest of 300 years prior.
And ever since, it's been a breeding ground for Zeugles, I guess.
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for you, truly!
We did it!
Flaming meteor!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Try this! Explosive ring!
This one's mine!
Take this!
Airborne
This one's mine!
Demon Fang!
falling storm!
That's your mark! We got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours! Take this!
Reload!
It's over!
There! Storm!
You're finished!
Look sharp! That's it!
A comfortable win.
Go no further!
Take this!
Cyan instant!
Here I
That's
come!
it! Whirl!
Dragon Swarm!
Whirl's flight! A freezing storm!
Dragon
Take
Swarm!
cover when it curls up!
Try this!
Lightning orb! Raging cascade!
Its armor's too strong!
Sleep now! Split it open!
Be my guest! No escape! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Take this, guys! I'll leave it to you! Dragon Swarm! Try this!
Tiger Blade!
Explosive ring!
This one's mine!
Dazzling shot!
Here, let me help. Divine!
Rising Phoenix!
More where that came from!
Take this!
Searing flame!
It's over!
Reload!
Double Demon Fang!
Falling storm! Lightning orb! Lightning dance in the wind! I'm out! Back into the fray! More for the
Look sharp!
Dragon Swarm! Try this!
One
Explosive ring!
Hear me! Flame of... Wind astral energy!
I need to be stronger.
You guys want to rest here?
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
I hope we manage to catch Almadria soon.
I hope so too, before she can cause any more havoc.
You okay, Rinwell?
Oh, yeah.
Don't push yourself too hard now, okay?
Okay. Thanks. Oh, Hootle. I don't know what to do.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomach ache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training, too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. I'll take guard duty tonight. It's fine. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep. A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almadria. You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set, and we'll set sail. This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cislodius Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadime. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, Well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Xion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Xion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
You don't look so good. You all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidrea were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renin rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renins for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renins were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective, from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renins ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidrea did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renins invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renins invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renins, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renins but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. but to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Miguel, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almeidrea?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almeidrea did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almeidrea do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almeidrea resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.